All right, all right, all right. It looks like we are live. Looks like we are set and we are good to go. How is everyone doing? How is everyone doing today? See who we got in the chat right now. Our Family Adventures. Hello there. How you doing? Bab Toxic. How you doing? Chicken Man 07. How you doing, man? Ronald Hoover. That's a familiar face. Good to see you, man. Black Bricks. How you doing, dude? Casper. What's up, man? Dark Tree, what's going on, my guy? What is going on, guys? How are you guys feeling today? Let me know how the audio is coming in. Want to make sure that we are good to go. We are good to stream. Everything looks like it should still be at good on my end, but you just want to make sure. Still at work. No, I get that, dude. I get that. Airsoft Lover, how you doing? Elegant Orange, what's up? Silas Sandrini, what's going on? I haven't done the high cap build, your build. We haven't done that yet. That is something that we might do in the future, though. So just keep an eye peeled for that. We'll officially begin the live stream in about 4 more minutes. At 35, we'll officially begin the live stream. Start answering some questions. I want to go over some stuff with y'all. But yeah, how are you guys feeling today? I know if you guys caught last night's live stream, that was really, really fun. But how have you been since? Let's see here. I guess we got a decent amount of people here. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, in like 3 more minutes, we'll officially begin. It is a hot one today. Boaz and I actually just got back from filming another video, like more the shooting segment, the shooting portion of the video. But that one's gonna be a banger. Keep your eyes peeled for that one. It's gonna. I'm hosting the review for the new G&G FAR series AGs, the new folding guns. We're gonna talk about those as well. How am I doing today, man? Thank you, Chicken Man, for asking. I am doing very, very good today. It is a hot one, to be sure. It is a very, very hot one. I am dying in this heat because I had to spend a good amount of time outdoors filming with Boaz. But ever since coming back inside with nice AC, I feel much better. Much, much better. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll officially begin in like 3 more minutes. Yeah, 3 more minutes we'll officially start. Elegant Orange, need to do homework for real. No worries, dude. I mean, you can just have this playing in the background while you're doing your homework. That's usually what I do whenever I listen to live streams. If and back in high school or college, I would just listen to like whatever live stream was going on as I was just getting my work done or getting studying done. It's hot here too, dude. It's ridiculous, and we're like apparently like I don't know if you guys are like local to SoCal or not, but like we were supposed to be this freaking hurricane that passed by. It was supposed to be all bad and stuff, and I get it. In some areas, it definitely hit worse than others, but news played it up like crazy, man. My fiance was like freaking out. She was getting super scared. And I'm like, man, it's nothing gonna happen. Sure enough, nothing happened. Just a little bit of light flooding in some streets, and that was it. It was over within a day. Trace Hillman. I was actually just talking about that. How you doing? No, I wasn't really affected too much by it, honestly, dude. Like it like came and went, like nothing. Let's see, dude. Just do this. Yeah, like 1 more minute will officially begin. If you guys haven't already, please make sure to go and share this around with as many people as you possibly can. Let them know that, again, especially if you have any newer players out there, that's just getting started, maybe unsure about where to go ahead and begin, let them know to go ahead and swing by this live stream. We can definitely get them sorted out, help them out. My biggest goal is to be able to get a newer player, like their first airsoft gun and all the equipment they need, but with all the stuff they actually like want in mind. Get them the best option possible, make them feel happy about what they got, but also get them something that's going to last them like a long time and service their purposes, right? I don't want to go in and just sell like whatever to another person. Just it is what it is, right? And they're unhappy with it. I want to make sure that everyone's happy with the purchase that they get. So always let them know to swing by my way, so that way I can help them out as best as I possibly can. Yes, my dude. DJ, what's going on, bro? What's going on, brother? How you feeling? How you doing? Right? We'll officially begin in like just a few more moments. We'll begin momentarily. Make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, should be up to date there. All right, looks like we are good to go. All right, yeah, looks like we are good to go. How is everyone doing? Welcome to another Storefront live stream. My name is Isaias, and I'm going to be your host for today's live stream. How is everyone doing today? I have a good show planned ahead for you guys, but I want to let you guys know that, as per usual, right, for any of my newer viewers out there, if you guys are unaware how we do these streams, first of all, welcome. Your viewership is always appreciated. Basically, every live stream that we do, I try to go ahead and push as many promos as possible. I want to give back as many promotions for you guys as possible to help win our shopping spree giveaway. And our shopping spree giveaway, for those that don't know, is held every week. We do it once a week, every Thursday, right? The prize pot right now has been stacked. It's currently at $1,200, which you guys can win literally just for placing a $20 order, right? Doesn't matter how small or how big the order might be. $20, that's the only requirement. And you can go ahead and, again, spend it on anything: BBs, green gas, a new airsoft gun. Doesn't matter. $20 or more, and you're automatically in. But during these live stream time periods only, we like to go ahead and put in these promos, right? So any order right now, $50 or more, and you will automatically be getting 5 chances of winning, right? That is a classic that I like to do here. Right, so it can be for, again, like I said, BBs, green gas, an accumulation of things, maybe one thing in particular. As long as it's $50 or more, that's 5 chances of winning $1,200 right there, right? You can also go ahead and do an airsoft gun specifically. If you guys know exactly what airsoft gun you wanted, when you're on the fence about it, now is definitely time to do it during the live stream, because you'll be able to get 10 entries into the giveaway, 10 chances of winning, right? But it has to be an airsoft gun that's $100 or more, right? However, if you wanted to get specific, right, you can get any MGC4 or a Zynearms R15, and that would include, again, this can mean any of the MGC4s that we have available right now, right? It can be any of the P pluses. It can be any colorway. If you want to do a pre-order for the bronze, maybe the black and red or the black and gold, doesn't matter. As long as it's an MGC4, that's 30 chances of winning. That's 30 entries right there, right? You can also do a Zynearms R15. It's another option as well. The R15 and the MGC4 are probably the 2 best high-end bang for your buck AGs that you can get, right? Like the value is definitely there on those 2 guns, more than pretty much any other airsoft gun in the high-end sort of spectrum of airsoft guns, and on our opinion, right? Because again, you just look at what you get out of the box. You get way more out of these 2 than you would on pretty much anything else, right? And it doesn't matter which version. Again, you can go with the Mod Zero with the Picatinny end cap. You can go with the SBR versions if you want to get a P plus variant. Doesn't matter any colorway, any of the custom variants as well. Those will also enter you as well. But you got to make sure that you place your orders before the end of the stream, right? Those 30 entries. Or to get 50 chances of winning $1,200, pick up yourself one of the limited edition Octurus PE models. Now, the PE models are going to come right out of the box, pre-installed with a paired MOSFET already in the gearbox, 13-to-1 gear set, and a high torque motor. So this thing shoots quick. It, like, the trigger response is quick as fuck. Like, it's snappy as hell, right? And again, this thing is just an absolute beast. And there's so many different versions of this. If you want to get my favorite version is the SP1 carbine. I know a lot of people's favorites has actually been this one, and for good reason. It looks absolutely stunning, right? Any one of these models, though, including like the AK-12 updated, this will also get you those 12 entry, or those 50 entries as well. But again, you got to make sure that you place your order before the end of the stream. The stream's going to be ending roughly at about like 5 o'clock. So again, make sure that you place your orders as soon as possible. We have one left of the GI Platinum 20th Anniversary Mystery Box, automatic free shipping, only $174.98, and this insane prizes. We're still offering the 10 entries into the giveaway for this bad boy as well. So make sure that you get yourself those 10 extra entries in addition to a super dope airsoft gun that you can win for super freaking cheap. And again, free shipping. Free shipping. That's awesome, man. That is 100% the best, right? But with that said, we also have a bunch of new products that are available as well, and a bunch of stuff that is on sale as well, right? Go ahead and hit the sale button right there, and you'll be able to see all the stuff we got going on a shocker deal right now, meaning that these are the best deals possible, but the time is running out to take advantage. A lot of these are ending in one day, right? So make sure that you take advantage and place your orders. Now is definitely time, and considering all these promos we have going on. Now, with that said, why don't we go ahead and start answering some more questions?
Guess what, guys?
Looks-
Isaias is live!
Oh, my God.
Isaias is live! Look at the chat. Everyone's chilling. Make sure you go join the live stream right now, because Isaias has some special promos for the $1,200.
Mans is just live stream bombing right now.
Gotta do it. So you guys take advantage right now. Join him on YouTube.
Man, thank you. Appreciate that. Mans is bombed right now. But yes, again, if you know anyone that's at all remotely interested in airsoft, or if you guys were on the fence about maybe getting a certain gun, you're not too sure if you should pull the trigger, you by all means feel free to go ahead and ask me. I've been playing for 14 years. I definitely know a couple things here or there about airsoft, so make sure to let me know. Just put the letter Q in front of your question in the live chat, not the comment section, because I can't see the comment section. In the live chat, that way makes it a lot easier for me to see. You're more than welcome to ask your question more than once if I haven't already answered it. However, no spamming. That would be much appreciated. And I want to give a shout out already to Jacob. Looks like they got themselves 5 entries into the shopping spree with 5 extra chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway for $1,200. Guys, you can be just like Jacob. You got to get those orders in, right? Here are all the promos. They're right here, readily available for you guys. And we have a ton of stuff available that's discounted right now. Some stuff even up to 25% off right now. So make sure that you place your orders now while you still can. You can also use coupon code 20th. That's 20TH to get an additional 10% off. Don't miss out. Get those entries in, guys. All right. Now, with that said, why don't we go ahead and start asking some more questions? Okay. Casper asks, wife wants to know, as a new player, how do I avoid embarrassing my hubby at BB Wars? Casper, that's really cool if you're able to go out and get your significant other, pretty much anyone, right? If you're able to get your significant other, wife, husband, whatever it may be, into, BB Wars or airsofting in general with you, that's really dope. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, yeah, I know like a lot of newer players might be worried about embarrassing themselves or their teammates or their partner, right? You really can't go too wrong. At the end of the day, most airsofters are going to be very, very open to newer players, right? Newer players are going to make mistakes. Newer players are not always going to know what might be going on, and newer players might not always know the lingo, right? And that's okay, man. That's totally okay. Casper, tell your wife, let her know that it's totally okay. If she's watching right now, it's totally okay if you mess up. A couple things that do help, though. I would say a couple things that do help. This is not so much for embarrassment, so just to make sure, it's just more so just to make sure you have everything in order. Make sure that you have your face protection set. Make sure that your gun batteries are fully charged. If your gun's using green gas, make sure that your magazines are filled with green gas as well. Make sure you got plenty of ammo. Get yourself some BBs. Again, get it all at Airsoft GI because the only Airsoft retailer that rewards your order with a chance of winning a shopping spree giveaway, right? Especially now, $50 or more. That's 5 extra entries. But I would also say just pay attention to the game rules that are set in place, right? That's kind of like the biggest thing. Just know what the rules are. Understand if there's a minimum engagement distance or not, what the game objective is, right? If you understand the objective, that alone is like okay, you know what you have to do. That's the biggest thing that you can do to help, right? And also, if you're using, I guess it depends also, Casper, on what you let your wife use in terms of equipment. If you're letting her use high caps, just so she has a lot of ammo so she doesn't have to worry about reloading, just make sure that you are winding the magazine or you're pulling the pull string if it's like a flash mag style mag. Just making sure that you're set on ammo. That's like the biggest thing. Right? And other than that, you're going to be totally fine. Honestly, that's dope that you're coming out to BB Wars. That's a great event to come out to. There's a lot of different people that show up to those events. Really, really cool. Okay, let's keep scrolling up. Chicken Man, hi. Says good. Yeah, he says hi. Bab Toxic asks, is the Classic Army 31K motor good? Yeah, it is actually pretty damn good. I've used the 31K Classic Army motor in one of my builds, just so you guys can see it. Classic Army 31K. There we go. Yeah, the Classic Army non-retail package 31K. Yeah, it's dope, man. Like I've actually been a pretty big fan of this motor. It's been a while since we actually got a restock on these. But Classic Army was able to restock us just recently because again, a lot of their stuff's been just sitting on the water trying to make it to us. But yeah, no, I was super happy that we got these motors in. Yeah, they're dope. Like I think they're really cool. They're a good balance between both speed and torque, just like the name suggests, right? You are still going to be getting a pretty snappy trigger response and a pretty fast rate of fire when compared to stock, right? So this is a pretty good like motor to step up, right? Definitely would recommend. And again, place your orders now, right? It's $69.99. Right here, right? Any orders, $50 or more, that's 5 chances. That's 5 extra entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Again, not too many people are placing their orders right now. What's going on? Maybe you guys don't want to take advantage of the promos. If that's the case, we might have to do away with it. But again, for those that are going to place your orders now. That way we can see that you guys want to go out and get those extra entries in. Again, we're doing this for you guys. We're the only Airsoft retailer that rewards your $20 plus order with a chance to win $1,200, right? But you got to place your orders and get those entries in. Otherwise, you don't have a chance at winning at all, right? Everyone who places one order, you got yourself a chance. This one comes from Seedling to Smoke. Does the AK-74M from Lancer Tactical have a 1-point or 2-point sling? Let's see here. I believe if any sling came included with the Lancer AKs, I believe they were like a 2-point sling. It wasn't like the QD 2-point slings though. It like literally wraps around the actual sling points on the airsoft gun itself. But let me double check. Lancer Tactical. And they spell that Tactical. AK-74M 4M. Let's take a look at that. Want to make sure we're like, because again, there are quite a few Lancers that have the, or quite a few AKs that have the Lancer name on them. I'd have to see which one you're referring to specifically. Is if it's this one with the skeleton folding stock. 1, 2. If there is a sling that comes included, I didn't think this one did. Yeah, I don't think this one came included with it, but if it does come, typically if AKs do come included with a sling, it's usually like your very old school like AK sling on there, right? So it typically would be like a 2-point, usually in the front and the rear sling points that they have. It would just hold into place there, and that's about it. It's nothing super fancy, but it will get the job done. Okay, let's see here. Sure I'm not missing anything. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, and if you guys haven't already, please make sure to go ahead and leave a thumbs up on this live stream. Really helps us out. Gives us a bunch of support against the YouTube algorithm, because YouTube really does not like anything airsoft related. So any and all support is greatly appreciated. Make sure, again, share this live stream with as many people as you possibly can. I want to get as many questions answered as I can. Elegant Orange states, I started Airsoft 2 years ago, but I still have beginner equipment. Good old plate carrier and hoodie. Hey, man, Elegant Orange, ain't nothing wrong with going with, like, quote-unquote beginner gear. I don't actually even really like that term beginner equipment because I feel like it kind of, I don't want to say, like, downplays, but it does, right? It sort of gives a negative connotation to the equipment you have. If the gear you got works for you, man, then that's it, right? All else be damned. Like, again, there are definitely upgrades you can for sure get. There's always going to be higher quality everything. But at the end of the day, if what you have is working for you, absolutely. But just so you are aware, we do got plenty of deals going on at Airsoft GI. Again, really, really good stuff. All right, let's keep scrolling up. Silas, if you do high kappa build, then can you please do no, we would not be able to go and do that. We'd probably be doing a high kappa that we carry. Again, just make a lot more sense. My GC balance. Months ago, apparently didn't make sure the GC was selected when I bought the LM4D. Oof. Sorry about that, buddy. Affected by a hurricane. Hot here too. Okay, answered that one. All right, let's scroll down to the most recent comments. It doesn't come included. Just wondering for buying one. Yeah, no, like typically for those, like most AKs, from at least from that style in the 74M, if it is going to be using the wire folding stock, that would be using a 2-point sling. But again, we actually sell plenty of different slings available on our website under tactical gear. So again, if it's $50 or more, you get yourself 5 extra entries into the giveaway. This one comes from Chicken Man. One of my friends wants to get into airsoft, but I recommended him but he likes snipers. What would you recommend? AEGs. Okay, I was like, what is a YGs? No, it's okay, Chicken Man. If you wanted to get a sniper, here's the thing, like, snipers are typically, like, not, obviously, you are right? Snipers would never be something that I would personally recommend be his very first airsoft gun, right? Definitely would recommend getting an AEG first. Beforehand, I want to go and give a shout out to Jeff. Looks like they got themselves 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Guys, again, not too many people, only Jacob and Jeff are right now. They are in the lead as far as today's live stream, as far as getting extra entries are concerned. They have the most right now. Jacob with the 5 and Jeff with the 5. Again, guys, you want to increase your odds, place a $50 order or more, and you get 5 entries. However, if you want to get that airsoft gun that you've been wanting, now's the time to do it, because you get 10 entries. If it happens to be a Zion Arms R15 variant or an MGC4, right, you will be getting yourself 30 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway. And if it's an Arcturus PE limited edition model, any one of these, right, like the AK-12, the SP1 carbine, the SP1 CQB, the PPK-20, or the PP-19, any of those models will get you 50 chances of winning $1,200. Don't miss your shot, right? All right, let's keep. But yeah, typically, if you really wanted to go sniper rifles, there are a few options, right? I think my go-to option when it comes to snipers would be the double bell VSR-10, right? This is one that we always like to recommend. I always love recommending this. I've sold these to a couple of different people, and they were all very, very happy with this, right? Especially once they started getting into upgrades, because it's so simple to upgrade, right? This is going to be a VSR-10, a TM VSR-10 clone, but it is going to be incredibly affordable, right? The internal construction is actually fairly solid. Actually, our previous head tech was very impressed with the level of quality that went into the internal parts stock in this bad boy, right? And the fact that it was already able to achieve close to 500 FPS right out of the box. Now, obviously, that's not obviously I guess it's like status symbol, like that's gonna say like, hey, it's ready to go. Like that's the ultimate marker of it being like good quality. But still, it's like one less thing you're gonna have to worry about, right? The spring's not gonna be something you're gonna have to worry about. Maybe upgrade the sears on this, bucking inner barrel, and like that's it, man. Like, that's it. That's all you really got to do on this bad boy. And it's set to go, right? And it's on a shocker deal, especially this one. There is an imitation wood one. However, if you wanted to save a little bit more money, get something under $100, you could do this, right? It's on a shocker deal, 9108. That'll get you 5 entries. But, if you want to, say, take advantage of the promo going on right now, right? If you go on to, let's wait for this to load. There you go. If you go on to the imitation wood variant, that one retails for 103 right now. Right, that is right where you want to get it in order to get the 10 entries into the giveaway, right? If you really wanted to go Sniper Rifle Chicken Man, I would say that would be the option to go with. That is the bolt action that I would personally suggest that you go with, right? Because once he does start getting into upgrades, this is going to be a very, very easy platform to work around. Very, very easy, right? All right, let's keep scrolling up. Let's see, let's keep scrolling up. This one comes Fire Flame. On my first game with the new Legend 3, the teeth of the bevel gear that made contact with the sector gear stripped. Was wondering if I should get a new bevel gear or new 18-to-1 gear set. Personally, I would just say replace the bevel. That would just be me. That would probably be my biggest thing. If it was brand new, however, what you can do is Lancer actually does offer a warranty. If you bought it through us, you're more than welcome to go ahead and DM us. We can definitely get you helped out, man. DM us with your order number. We can see what we can do for you. You should be covered under the 1-year warranty if you buy a Lancer Gen 3 or Gen 2. There is a 1-year warranty in place. Okay. And Chicken Man answered that one already. Elegant Orange, should I get a hair trigger for my AEG? So there's no real hair trigger, like you just do this one install and that's going to be it. Usually, you can have a flat or thin hair trigger installed on your AEG, but that doesn't change the fact that you still have a lot of the amount of travel before it actually shoots, right? Usually you would need to have a tunable trigger. That way you can tune how much of a trigger pull you get. And then I would say also maybe get a MOSFET or an ETU that allows you to adjust how much of a trigger pull you need to get before it actually shoots, right? Those are the methods that I would recommend, right? So for example, if you wanted to say go with a gate tighten MOSFET, for example, right? The gate tighten MOSFET is one of the coolest MOSFETs you can get out there in the market because it has the trigger sensitivity adjustable, right? You're able to adjust how much of a trigger pull you need to get before the gears actually start spinning. Now, the downside with that, you can have it be super sensitive, but your trigger pull can still be the same. It doesn't change the fact that the trigger pull itself, the travel, is still pretty far, right? Like on an MP5, for example, on my stock one, it's a pretty far travel for the trigger, but it's still fairly sensitive. That's how I have it set up. You would need to have a tunable trigger from brands like Speed or I believe even Gate, if I remember correctly. Gate offers their tunable triggers as well. You can adjust those so that way you can get less of a trigger pull, right? So that way you can get that hair trigger, right? But even then, just bear in mind, a lot of fields are looking out for that now. If they can tap on the side, and if it turns out the trigger is so sensitive that even just tapping on the side can get it to shoot, a lot of refs will actually just say, no, you're not allowed to play with that, because you're basically, when you shoot that in rapid succession, you're basically shooting full auto, right? And at the end of the day, it's the field rules. You got to abide by the field rules. So just check with your field rules beforehand, if that's even allowed. Hey, keep scrolling up. All right, make sure I'll go and scroll down the most recent questions. In the bigger wins, do you get accessories with the gun in the mystery box? Bigger wins, YouTube unboxing mystery box. The bigger wins, YouTube unboxing mystery boxes, you can if you ask for it, if that makes sense. Usually, bigger wins will typically offer a gun that's you're basically the whole value of the entire box is going to be more than what you actually paid for, right? When in any of our YouTube unboxing mystery box, right? The bigger wins YouTube unboxing mystery box. If you requested to get accessories, that's definitely something that we can work out. We've done that before. Sometimes the gun that customers asked for was right at that minimum that they would expect to get, or it might be even a little bit less. So in order to accommodate that, yeah, we'll go ahead and hook you up with some dope accessories, like a really, really good optic, maybe 4 grips. Sometimes we'll stack it with multiple batteries and chargers, right? Pretty much everything that you need, right? We've seen on other mystery boxes when you get the extras, right? Oh, it also comes with this. Yeah, it's a lot of useless shit. But with our mystery boxes, we definitely try to stack it. If we do give you accessories to help achieve that cost, yeah, it's gonna be good stuff. It's actually gonna be useful, practical stuff that you can use for your airsoft gun, right? Whether that be optics, extra batteries, chargers, foregrips, any sort of flashlight, maybe even a holster. That's definitely something that we can do. I want to go give another shout out to Ronald, got themselves an extra 5 entries in the shopping spree giveaway, and so did Mark, got themselves extra 5 entries. Guys, again, we've only gotten 4 people been able to take advantage of the promos we got going on for the shopping spree giveaway, right? Make sure to place your orders and get as many entries as you possibly can. This is to help you guys out. We're doing this for you guys, so that way you have multiple entries in tomorrow's giveaway. It's going down tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? $1,200 are on the line, $1,200 which you can win, and only takes one order to be placed, right? Any $20 order, yes, you'll have a chance. But, right, might as well take advantage. $50, you get 5 chances. It's an airsoft gun that's $100 or more, that's 10 chances. Order an MGC4 or a Zion Arms R15, and that's 30 chances. But if you order an Arcturus PE limited edition model, that's 50 chances of winning. Don't miss your chance and place your orders, guys. Okay. Flower Flame says, the shop I bought it from said I would void the warranty. Hold on, this freaking thing is in the way right now. The shop I bought it from said it would void the warranty by using an 11.1 LiPo. If it's a Gen 3, you shouldn't have been able to void it. That usually wouldn't. If anything, Flower Flame, you can also see if you can try contacting Lancer directly if the shop that you bought it from doesn't want to help you. If anything, you can also bring it to us. We might be able to see, like, being able to help you out with replacing the bevel gear. Or actually, no. Like I would say, if anything, here's what you do: contact Lancer first. That's what I would say. See if you can contact Lancer, because using an 11.1 wouldn't void your warranty for a Gen 3. Now, I guess it depends on the discharge, but even then, discharge rating on the battery is like never always 100% accurate, right? I would say see if you can contact Lancer directly, see if they can get you helped out, right? Because yeah, using an 11.1 shouldn't void your warranty with that. It really shouldn't. Because we use 11.1s with our Gen 3s. We recommend them to customers, and they still get their warranties in place. Yeah, like even in our shop, like that's something that like doesn't void your warranty. That shouldn't. Maybe the shop you're getting it from doesn't really know. I don't know. I don't know what might be going on there. I would say maybe see if you can contact Lancer. Chickenman07 asks, what should I get as an upgrade for my AEG? I guess it ultimately depends, right? Like on what you're hoping to do with it or what you expect from it. But I would say that the easiest things to upgrade on your airsoft gun, and this is like the go-to. This is my go-to, and I like to tell customers to have this be their go-to as well. Inner barrel and bucking, right? There are a ton of brands that we sell online, right, to replace the inner barrel that you have on your gun. Even if your gun is like, say, a Gen 2, Gen 3 Lancer, an Arcturus, for example, or a classic Army, where they come included with Type 4 barrels out of the box. They're solid barrels. They are good barrels. However, the smoothness is just not going to compare to something like, say, a Unicorn, right? Hell, there's even other brands, too, that you can get. I just really like Unicorn, and I do like recommending them because the value is there, and they're solid quality, man. They're so freaking good, right? Like, you can go with any one of these, right? Unicorn, Airsoft, Inner Barrel. Right, you can go with anyone. Just obviously make sure you're getting the right one. If you have a gas blowback, get a gas blowback version. If you have an AEG, make sure you get the AEG version. They come in a variety of different lengths, man. And there's like, they start off at like $30. Like the value is there, and they're all gonna come. If you get the AEG inner barrel, they're gonna come included not just with the inner barrel, but the bucking as well. And you're gonna get the hop up nub, right, which is so great, especially if you're trying to lift heavier weight BBs, like say a 2.8 and above, right? If you want to do 3.0, 3.2s, that's really gonna help out. Right, they're one of my favorite brands to honestly recommend, and they're super easy to do. I've done so many installs on these, right? They're dope. They're like super dope. I highly recommend swapping out for an inner barrel, right? You don't even have to go with Unicorn. I just really do recommend it. I know there are some guys out there like, oh, you guys always recommend Unicorn. Well, yeah, dude, for a reason. It's freaking sick, right? Very few brands can compete with the smoothness that you get from these inner barrels, right? It's just so good, right? I personally would highly recommend it, but the bucking would also be the other thing that I would as well. I know some people will say the motor, and while you technically can swap out the motor as is without having to do any sort of like gearbox work, it is recommended to reshim your gearbox and readjust it if you are going to be swapping out the motor. Even if it's just something like that, you really should be doing it. You really should. We're always going to say that you have to do it. Could you get away with it? Potentially. But again, it's something that we recommend. Redo your gearbox if you are going to be swapping out your motor. That's just that. It is what it is, right? But yeah, I would say if you're trying to look for cost-effective upgrades, inner barrel and bucking. That'd be like the two easiest things that you can do. Airsoft Allen asks, what is the best airsoft pistol of all time? That is really going to be individual preference, right? And it really depends on who you ask, right? I'm sure if you ask Boaz and I, we would give you very different answers, right? So my personal favorite airsoft pistols, in general, I really like M9 platforms. I really like M9s and I really like 1911s. Boaz, really loves Glocks, for example, and a lot of SIG stuff, right? I also like SIGs, but my favorite SIG is actually the 226, right? He is actually a big fan of the M17. But again, it ultimately depends on what it is that you're looking for. There are plenty of pistols that we carry. If you're looking for the, what I would consider the most versatile, the easiest to upgrade, the easiest to find parts for, the easiest to find magazines for, then I would have to say the High Kappa, right? The Airsoft High Kappa is the #1 pistol platform in Airsoft, right? It just is. There's not a pistol platform out there that can really compete with it in terms of aftermarket support. It is the #1 pistol because there's so much stuff that exists for it, and there's stuff being continuously made for it, right? So if you were looking for a solid gas High Kappa that you can get for an affordable price, I would say check out the Golden Eagle High Kappas. The Golden Eagle High Kappas are going to be starting at like 123, but I believe they're discounted right now to like 113. It's insane, right? There's plenty of accessories that exist for it already, not just from Golden Eagle itself, right? Because it is TM upgradable or TM compatible. Some work might be required to get some parts to fit on it, but for the most part, you should be able to go ahead and just swap out parts fairly easily. Right? Yes, a lot of these are discounted to like 113.59. Very, 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 very affordable. If you guys or anyone that you know is looking for a High Kappa, they wanted to start playing CQB, they want to start upgrading their pistol, this would be something that I would highly, highly recommend that you check out, right? But if you're looking for best performance out of the box, I would actually say it would probably be the Terran Tactical Innovations lineup of pistols, right? Specifically, I really like the Sand Viper when it was available. Freaking, that thing went fast, man. And the Pit Viper. Holy shit, the Pit Viper, right? Probably one of the best performing pistols, like not even High Kappas at that point, just pistols of all time, right? One of the best performing pistols out of the box, right? Super butter smooth slide on here. I love the fact that the inner barrel comes all the way to the end of the comp. You are still able to add a trace unit if you wanted to. All the detailing that went into this gun. I love the official Terran Tactical Innovations licensing all throughout the gun. I love the aggressive stippling they did on the grip. It's just a solid pistol, man. Like, you can still do so much with this, but you don't have to. And it's still very easy to upgrade. But again, you really don't have to. It's dope, right? This would probably be like in the running for sure. Okay, make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, should be caught up. Let's scroll down to the most recent questions. Yeah, Stitch will always say, yeah, Pit Viper supremacy, of course, right? I would agree, dude. Like, there to an extent, right? Like, I would definitely say that this is probably like the best performing High Kappa out of the box, and it looks cool. That's the biggest thing too. Not only does it like perform great, it like just looks absolutely beautiful. Casper, Pit Viper made me giggle like a little kid. Yeah, man, that's true. Like, these things just are dope. They're solid. If you guys had any doubts, you don't want to take it from me. Take it from the guys that are in the chat right now, like that about own one. These things are dope, man. These things are absolutely beautiful. Gotta go. Mom's yelling at me to take out trash. Hey, Elegant Orange, no worries. Take out the trash and then come right back, man. Let's see here. Cubic Gaming, how's life? Life is going pretty good right now. I might have to be looking into getting a new car pretty soon, but other than that, I'm doing pretty all right. Doing pretty damn good, I'd have to say. Davies 505 seems about what we got up here in North Cal on a tropical rainstorm. Yeah, not much going on. It was honestly not that bad. Hurricane Hillary was very underwhelming for us in SoCal, but I'm sure that I think in the desert it was a little bit worse, right? Because you saw like a little more mudslides. But even then, I don't think it was that bad, really. If I'm being honest, again, I think media really did like hype that one up a little too much. Ghostly Airsoft. How can I ask for those accessories on the website? Ghostly Airsoft. So if you wanted to ask specific accessories, I know you were asking about the mystery box in the bigger wins. Whenever you during the checkout process, there's a like underneath like checkout method and everything. There's a little section that says notes, comments. You can actually put down and leave a note for us if you Oops, sorry. If you wanted to, right? And a lot of guys, I highly recommend when you do bigger wins, mystery boxes, or if you guys are looking for something specifically when you place your order, right? If you're asking for like, hey, can I get like an extra unjamming rod or something, you can do that there. But for mystery boxes, bigger ones, boxing mystery boxes are the premium version. 100%, that's where you would go to make your requests, right? If you wanted something specifically. We've been known to grant wishes in those mystery boxes, man. So if, say you wanted, hey, I want to get this very specific optic in there. Granted, it has to be an optic we carry on our website. If you saw one on our site that you really wanted for your airsoft gun, let us know. Like, hey, or maybe you wanted extra batteries, right, or an extra magazine for this airsoft gun that you wanted. Like, hey, I really wanted the KWA original Scarlet, or whatever gun it may be. Can I get extra mags for it? Can I get an optic for it? You can definitely let us know, and we will try our best if it's within the budget to grant those requests. We really do try our best to grant everyone's wish in those things. But you got to let us know. If not through there, you can also DM us directly once you place the order. DM us and then also let us know what your order number is so that we can take a look at it as well. Okay, let's see here. Keep scrolling up, Edmund Benedict, should I buy a pistol or upgrade my M4 16 suppressor scope magazine? That's entirely up to you, Edmund. Like, at the end of the day, like, I think it's a lot easier generally to upgrade your primary as opposed to getting a secondary. Now, rolling with a secondary, that's pretty sick, right? That's pretty cool. Everyone likes to carry around a pistol because using pistols in an airsoft game and getting kills with a pistol is actually really fun. It's very, very, very satisfying. But I would probably suggest maybe look into upgrades for your current AEG, just because, again, it'd be a lot easier in my opinion. Usually, if you wanted to go like suppressor scope magazine, those are definitely like some accessories. I don't know if I would say upgrades per se, but definitely some accessories you would want to pick up. I actually have a not like a go-to checklist of like stuff that I usually prioritize first. Before I want to give another shout out to Roshan. Got themselves 5 extra entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Guys, not too many people have been taking advantage. Only been like 1, 2, 3, 4, only like 5 people have been taking advantage of it. Make sure that you place your orders and get as many entries as you possibly can into the shopping spree giveaway. Remember, it's going on tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day to get entered, right? Tomorrow, 6:30 p.m., that's the cutoff. That is it, right? But these promos are ending at the end of the live stream. You have less than an hour. You have 53 minutes left of the live stream. So once the live stream's over, that is it. The promos are ending, right? So this is pretty much your last chance to get as many entries as possible. Place your orders, get entered, and get those entries in. You don't want to miss out. But yeah, I would personally recommend maybe upgrading. I guess in like list of accessories, biggest thing would be like good battery and good charger if you don't already have that. And I do mean like a LiPo battery, right? Then I would say extra magazines for sure. An optic that can definitely help out. But then I would say maybe start looking at the internal stuff as well, right? Inner barrel, get a really good quality Type 4 inner barrel like a unicorn barrel, bucking as well. And that's going to really help enhance your gameplay, dude. That's really going to help your gameplay. Would recommend those before like a mock suppressor. Granted, everyone has different lists of priorities. If you want to go with those 3 things, suppressor, optic, and a magazine first, then by all means go for it. Definitely get them at Airsoft GI because again, we're like the only airsoft retailer that rewards your $20 plus order with the chance to win $1,200. But again, that would be my best piece of advice. I would say maybe look into upgrades first. But yeah, you can totally get a sidearm. The upside with doing a sidearm is that if your primary ever goes down, you'll still have a gun that you can still play with. Yeah, you might be limited, especially if you're playing in an outdoor arena. But hey, you bring that indoors, you're going to be just fine. There's plenty of guys that will rock a pistol as their primary in an indoor CQB environment, right? Let's keep scrolling up. Okay, let me go and scroll down to the most recent. I think we should be caught up on those. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Mike MS, I never worked on an SSG or any AEG. Should I look up a video and put together an SSG one by myself? I mean, yeah, like the information's out there. Mike M, we actually do have, even on our YouTube channel, we actually have complete like disassembly guides and like videos of where we teach people what to actually do when disassembling their airsoft gun. I would highly recommend you check that out on our channel, Airsoft GI, main YouTube channel, where where we're live streaming. Check it out as well. We have tech videos as well. I would highly recommend you check those out and then just follow along with one of them. You know, maybe listen to some lo-fi as you're doing it as well. That's a good. I would say go for it, right? Like I've done it before, where I've put together gearboxes. I'm not the best tech in the world, though. I myself am not the best tech in the world, but even I, like when it comes to like standard version twos, right, just regular AEG like gearboxes, like yeah, I can put them together. You know, it's gonna take me a long ass time to do it, but I can do it. It's not like the most difficult thing in the world. Now, obviously, if you have something a little more complicated, or you're just not feeling 100% ready for it, or you just don't want to risk it, then I would say, yeah, maybe not. But I honestly think, you know, everyone can do it. Everyone can do it. It's just gonna take a lot more time for some people than others. Like me, it just is. Kitril Krasteriv, just get yourself, honestly, just get yourself a like a Lancer Tactical, because at the end of the day, it's coming from the exact same factory, and you're gonna save yourself some money. How many FPS your car gonna what? How many FPS your car gonna be? My car, I don't. I'm not too sure what that one's gonna be. I'm gonna try to answer that one. Okay, Ariel Belen, my order got back ordered. How long does it take to receive the parts? I got the GG 40K motor. It depends on where the part is coming from. Usually back orders can take like a couple weeks. Obviously, it depends on the item. Some things are actually really quick to be restocked from the distributor. Other things can take some more time. However, if it is on a back order, you're gonna get emailed the minute that it actually comes back in stock, and we're able to secure one for your order. So you shouldn't be waiting too long. Okay, then EDG1, 601 inner barrel, or the Unicorn Airsoft inner barrel. I personally have owned a Mad Bull 363 inner barrel for over 3 years. Hey, no disrespect to Mad Bull. I've used Mad Bull Type 4 inner barrels as well. I've used Mad Bulls. I've used Prometheus barrels. Those got me by for years. I've even used freaking like Army Armament or what is it, Action Army inner barrels as well. Those were okay, right? But if I'm being honest, between the EDGI, while the EDGI are nice barrels, I personally would recommend the Unicorn, right? 601 is really cool, but it has less tolerances than a 603. It is definitely a lot more likely to jam, even with a very, very small amount of like debris. We're talking like, dude, like almost microscopic, right? Like you can definitely, it's a lot easier to cause a jam in a 601 than a 603. Like you wouldn't think it'd be that big of a difference, but it can actually. It definitely can. I would say go with the 603 personally, but you know, it's entirely up to you. But again, the value is just there, man, in the Unicorn stuff. Again, they're not other brands aren't going to offer you the bucking and the hop up nub as well right out of the packaging. That's something you just can't argue with, right? Personally, Davey, I would say go with the Unicorn, but again, that's just me personally. All right, let's keep scrolling down. Chicken Man 07. I have an Octors Tactical MK1. How do you remove the stock? An MK1, Octors Tactical. I'm not familiar with MK1. Which model are you referring to specifically? I'd have to go. Is it like one of the AR models? Is it which one are you specifically referring to? Flower Flame. Once I replace my bevel gear, how can I prevent it from stripping again? Also, I place all the gears with new 18 to 1 Lalex EG hardtail gear set. Will it be an upgrade or downgrade? I mean, 18 to 1s are going to be 18 to 1s. Obviously, there are some materials that are like used to make gears that are better than others. But for that one, if you have a Gen 3, I believe you would have to swap out. You'd have to also get rid of the. Would it just be swapping out one bevel gear? You have to swap out the entire gear set if you're not going to go with the OEM, because they have the Nebula MOSFET in place that works with the sector gear. Yeah, I believe that's on the sector gear. You'd have to change out the entire gear set, if I'm not mistaken, in order to get it to work on the gear. Like the gearbox can take it, the different gear set altogether if you wanted, but you're not able to go in and just mix and match like gear sets. So I would say if you're gonna do it, you're gonna have to swap out the entire wiring harness as well for like again something else, just like a standard like wire harness, or you can go with maybe a different MOSFET altogether. But because yeah, that Nebula MOSFET's gonna get in the way because it is built around the sector gear. Usually to keep it from stripping, I mean, just reshimming it, a really good shim job. That would be like the best thing that I would suggest. Y'all should make a Dark Earth MGC4 Mark II. That would actually be pretty sick. I would love to see a like a tan version. There was actually, if you guys didn't know, we had this available. We know we definitely blasted it on. I definitely want to get one for myself as well. Quantity is very limited on it, though. There is the two-tone version of the MGC4, right? There is a two-tone version that is available where it's going to be mostly black, but it's going to feature this nice bronze rail system on here. It looks so clean, dude. It looks so freaking clean. Want to give a shout-out to Joshua. Looks like they got themselves 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. They picked themselves up an Airsoft gun right now. Guys, Joshua has the highest odds of winning the shopping spree giveaway. You got to make sure that you take advantage. These promos right here, all these promos, take advantage, right? Especially these guys. Any Airsoft gun order that's $100 or more, place your order and get 10 entries before the end of the stream. If it's an MGC4 or a Zion Arms R15, you can place your order for this two-tone black and bronze MGC4 Mark II, and you get yourself 30 chances of winning, right? Or you get yourself a, where to go? I'll just type it in. Get yourself any of the Arcturus limited edition. Arcturus. I misspell it. Arcturus PE models. Any of the limited edition PE models, and you'll be getting yourself 50 chances of winning. That can be the SP1 Carbine, the SP1 CQB, the PPK-20, the Vityaz, even the AK-12 updated. Those will get you those 50 chances of winning. Don't miss your chance and place your orders now before it's too late. You only got, oh God, what is that, 44 minutes? Yeah, 44 minutes left of the live stream, so don't miss out. Place your orders and get as many entries as possible. Remember, we're the only Airsoft retailer that rewards your $20 plus order with a chance to win big bucks. Order now. Okay. Scroll down to the most recent one. Lil Flips asks, do you know when the PTS Unity Tactical Fast Micro Mount will restock? I can't even find anywhere in stock. I believe we're currently going to be getting more PTS stuff in like within the next few days, so keep an eye out. It might be before the end of this week we might be able to go ahead and get some added to the site. Again, I would double check. Just keep your eyes peeled. There is a notify me when in stock button on the item listing on our website. So just make sure to hit that so you get emailed when it's available. And then just keep your eyes peeled. Again, we should be getting some more PTS stuff within the next following business days. Stitch, yeah, it will always eventually wear it. At some point or another it will. But just to avoid it like sooner than later, a good shim job can definitely carry you far, man. A good shim job can definitely carry you very, very far, right? Make sure I'm not missing any more questions. Oh, let's go. Yeah, absolutely. No, yeah. We're going to be getting some more stuff as well. Even magazines, I know those things are going to be the newer, enhanced EPMs, those are going to be restocked as well. The black magazines, they sold quick, man. I don't know what it is. Black magazines like that. I guess it's just because it's so neutral, right? It goes with everything. But yeah, those mags sold out quick, but we are going to be getting some more PTS stuff within the next few business days. So just keep your eyes peeled, right? Let's see, make sure I'm not missing anything. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Just keep scrolling up. Okay, we should be caught up to the most recent questions. Yeah, we should be caught up to the most recent questions. Yeah, thanks. No worries, dude. Anytime, anytime. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to leave a thumbs up on the live stream. Really helps us out. And again, make sure to share this around with as many people as you possibly can. The more eyes we get on this, the more support we're able to get, and the less likely YouTube algorithm is going to screw us over. Because again, YouTube really hates anything Airsoft related. Really, they really hate anything Airsoft. So, and it also support viewership is a big, big help. And again, make sure to leave a thumbs up as well. If you have any questions, any newer viewers out there that we got not too sure what to get in terms of getting started into Airsoft, let me know in the live chat with the letter Q in front of your question, that I can easily see it, and I can definitely guide you in the right direction. Actually, I want to take this time, I wanted to go over some new accessories that we actually got in not too long ago that I have never actually had a chance to really fully talk about. It's actually going to be a lot of more stuff from Atlas Custom Works. If you go onto our new products page, right? If you go into our new products page, we're especially the last couple weeks, we've been adding new stuff like crazy, right? Boaz and I literally just got done right before the stream started. We actually were filming the shooting portion of the G&G Combat Machine FAR series review. I'm going to be hosting that video, so I believe that one might be coming out, if not this week, probably next week. So just keep your eyes peeled for that. But yeah, it's actually really, really dope. I'm a fan of how the video is coming out right now. But when it comes to the FAR 9s, These are going to be very, very interesting airsoft guns. We're going to go more into detail. They're a little bit niche, though. That's my biggest thing, is that they are a bit niche. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the live chat if you guys like the looks. There's two versions, right? There's the FAR 9, right? Which is basically going to be just, again, it's literally using the exact same lower receiver as the ARP series. But the main draw point for these guys is the fact that they have these folding capabilities, right? You're able to fold these into a literal block, right? Just a block of a gun, right? They're not functional, like in terms of like being able to actually shoot and chamber around. When in this state, you have to completely unfold it and deploy it in order to use it. It does lock in place here. It does require a little bit of like kind of getting used to in order to properly lock it into place. I was having a bit of trouble with that when we first got them in, but they're still really, really cool. Both the FAR 9 and the FAR 556. They are going to be essentially your run-of-the-mill 2.0 combat machines, which, you know, they are nice. They are going to cost a little bit more compared to guns like the Gen 3s, Lance Tactical, Gen 2s, even like Specna Arms, some models like their Flex series and even some of their core models are a little bit more affordable than this. But, you know, it's still cool to see that G&G is innovating regardless, right? I was actually a big fan of the fact that, again, they're different. They're unique. You don't really see that, even if they are a little bit more niche, right? But I wanted to go ahead and like talk about more about some of the accessories we've actually been getting in. I want to give another shout out to Ronald. Got themselves an extra 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Let's go, Ronald. I know you got some more earlier. Guys, again, the promos are there. They are waiting for you guys to take advantage, right? We put this here because we want to give you guys the best shot possible of winning the shopping spree giveaway. The promos are there. Make sure you take advantage because you don't want to miss out on this, guys. You do not want to miss out on all these golden opportunities to get as many chances as possible winning $1,200 all for yourselves, right? Let's see here. What magazine do you prefer for the MGC4 Mark II? I'll answer that one last question beforehand. For the MGC4 Mark II, you can pretty much use any magazine that you prefer, man. Like Ghostly, when it comes to the MGC4 Mark II, it takes pretty much all of them. I think if I had a preference, I actually do like, because one, it's from the same factory, right? Lance Tactical High-Speed Magazine. These high-speed magazines are like some of my favorite mags you can get, because they're cheap and they're good quality. That's like the two biggest things that you cannot argue with these mags, right? They're dope. Like the standard Gen 3s will come included with a high-speed mag, which is really dope, right? 130 rounders, and they're like $12. They're even cheaper when you use coupon code 20th. Again, that's 20TH. Get the best savings possible, right? Like, damn, dude, this is a hard deal to beat, right? $11.99, and you get like these things keep up with high rate of fire builds too. I think, what was it? You can like, even like 50 RPS, this thing can still keep up, which is insane, right? I think it even can do a little more than that too. But again, this would be the magazine that I personally would recommend. But again, ultimately depends. You can still go with like your PTS EPM, your EPM1, your EPM1S, and it will work just great with those as well, right? Absolutely work fantastic with those. But yeah, I was saying, I want to go on and talk about some of the newer accessories that we've been actually getting in. This is actually one that caught my attention not too long ago. This is the Atlas Custom Works X-Force XTSP red dot sight. What's cool about this, as you guys notice, there's a little plate here. That is actually a little solar panel that you get. So that it's a solar panel LED, right? Which is, I think, is pretty fucking cool. Apparently, you can get up to like 350 hours of like from the battery, you know, on like a single like charge on this. I don't know how true like that is because I haven't been able to use it personally because these are so brand new, right? Justin, our storefront boy, he was able to go ahead and snag one of these for himself, and it looks pretty damn cool. One of the standout features about this bad boy, I know it's a little hard to see, but it actually does feature a little kill flash already pre-installed on this. I thought that was really, really cool, actually. There's like supposed to be a ton of different brightness settings. What was it, 1920? Let's see, scroll down. Yeah, 19 brightness settings on here. The dot itself is actually very, very bright. Full metal construction on this bad boy. You actually get like a little QD mount on here. Very cool. I was actually very, very cool. It's supposed to be compatible too with T1 and T1 style sights. So you can take the original optic off here. You actually see the screws right down in there. You can take those off and mount, and it should be compatible with regular T1, T2 style red dot sights, which is pretty damn cool, right? You get a lot of practical. You get both the optic and, of course, a mount which can be used for other optics as well later on down the line, right? It's all up to individual preference. Sure, let's see here. Web page. You were showing web page. How do I remove the web page? Ah, there you go. Let's go ahead and just zoom in on that so you can see it a little better. There you go. There you go. Right. There you go. That's better. That's better. Right. So it makes it a little bit easier to go ahead and see. Right. That's pretty sick. Yeah, and there's 2 buttons to go ahead and use it as well. Using the plus sign, in order to turn it on, you'll have to hit the plus button first, right? You have to keep tapping it until you can get it to the brightness setting that you actually want to. It's very easy to use as well. And to turn it off, just hold both of them together for a while and it'll turn off, right? I think there's actually also a built-in timer on there as well. It'll eventually turn off on its own when it's not being used. So very, very, very cool, right? That was one optic that if you guys were in the market for a new red dot sight, you guys wanted to get something for yourself, I would actually personally recommend maybe getting something like that. All right, that would be one that I would suggest you pick up, right? Another one that I wanted to go ahead and show off as well was going to be the X4 solar-powered mini red dot sight, right? This one is going to be very, very interesting, right? First of all, this is basically just a pistol sight right on here, little pistol red dot sight on here, but it has the Picatinny mount on your little riser. I thought that was very, very cool. Out of the box, you are going to be getting everything that's shown here, right? So click on that. You're going to be getting everything here. That's going to include the kill flash up in the front and a different plate as well, right? But if you wanted to run this just on your rifles or anything like that, you are able to, because of the Picatinny riser that comes included with it pre-installed. But you can take this off and substitute it for a different mount as well, right? This thing is actually pretty good quality. I've actually used this on I put it on one gun with a battery in, and it worked very, very well. I've actually sold quite a few of these in the storefront, and I like to keep them stocked in the front because they're very, very cool, very small. Very, very small, right? That was one thing that I thought was really, really cool. Again, I've been really pleased with the quality of products that have been coming out, specifically from Atlas Custom Works. Give a big shout out to them, because a lot of the stuff they're putting out is really freaking dope, man. And it's really cool. Not even just optics as well. Another one that I thought was very interesting that I saw here that we had was the RSAC. This is their little foregrip that they have here. They're barricade stop, right? Very, very cool. This is very simple, right? But what's cool about this is that apparently this is compatible with both M-LOK and Keymod. It actually has the screws and the mounts for both. You can see M-LOK and then the Keymod right there. It's very simple to install, right? Only needs 1 screw. And it has this really cool honeycomb pattern right in the front that you guys can take a look at as well. Oh, what's up? What's up? My man's just coming in here.
I was just looking for this bag of beans to test fire some things. This is cool.
Would you run one of these yourself?
You know what? It's actually very interesting because the way that you hold it, it doesn't feel like a grip, but it's grippy enough so you feel a solid connection with it. I would personally run one.
Because I see these and I'm like, this is definitely something that I could see Cisco using.
Boaz loves that.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Boaz loves that. He included it on his MGC4.
Yeah, that's right. On his MGC4 build, he used one as well.
Which that video is going to be coming soon, by the way.
Just keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled for that one as well. Again, pretty much everything that's been coming out from Atlas Custom Works. There's been a lot of stuff, right? I mean, let's just type it in, right? Atlas Custom Works. Did I spell that right? Yes, I did. Sweet. Right? There's been a ton of products that have been coming in from them. Everything from lights, lasers, foregrips. There's been so much stuff. And again, that's good options for you guys. More options for you guys to get into when it comes to accessorizing your airsoft gun, building the airsoft gun of your dreams, right? The loadout that you've always wanted. They're pretty much catering towards everyone. And I'm all here for it. I am all here for it. They a ton of stuff. I know Darktree was looking at this the other day, the MRO. There's another one as well. I got to bring one of these in to Storefront as well. We did, and it's sold. But these 45-degree offset red dot sights, these will come included with the optic as well, which is freaking, look at that price point. Look at that price point, man. Super, super affordable, right? All things considered, and you get the offset mount. But you can put this on another mount as well. If you wanted to put it on the MRO riser that we actually sell, then you can definitely pick that up as well. And I know Cisco used this for his MGC4 build, his loadout, which again, that video is coming soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. All right, let's take a look at the chat and see what we got going on right now. Ariel Belen, I want to get the FAR 556, but not much is interchangeable. Stuff is interchangeable, but mostly going to be the internals, right? Again, in order to accommodate the folding design, it has to be a little bit different, so the rail system's not able to be changed out, as far as I know. Same thing with the stock as well. You might be able to with the stock, actually. But again, in order to maintain that folding design, it had to be slightly different externally when it came to the rail system in the front end and everything. But in terms of internals, dude, it's a standard version 2 gearbox, right? Here, let's take a look at what he's talking about, right? FAR 556. Wait for this to load. There we go. There we go. Comment machine FAR 556. Yeah, dude, like this, the internals on this are. It's a comment machine, dude. It's a very well built, good quality gearbox that you can throw in a ton of stuff, like a ton of stuff in the internals if you want it, right? If you wanted to throw on accessories onto your rail system, dude, it's an M-Lock rail. You can put whatever you want on there, right? Like M-Lock is like the most popular rail system right now in terms of like rail systems that are available, right, in the airsoft market, even real steel too, right? That's like the number one right now. I think second, if I think it's still Picatinny. I think it's debatable, really. It depends on who you ask too, but I'm pretty sure it's Picatinny second. But yeah, M-Lock, dude, like you can still add stuff on here. You want to put an optic, a pack box on here? That's totally possible. I can totally see builds off of this, right? And again, I'm just saying, coupon code 20th 20th, get yourself that discount, my man. Right? And again, because it's an airsoft gun that's $100 or more, you're going to be getting that 10 entries into the giveaway, 10 chances of winning $1,200. Imagine that. You place your order for the FAR 556 right now, and tomorrow you end up winning. Not only do you get your money back, but you get some extra gravy as well for you to spend on all the accessories you can get at Airsoft GI. Just throwing that out there. Just saying. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Is it? All right, let's go. That should work. What's the weight of the new G&Gs? I actually haven't really felt the weight too much on these. I think these were, what was it like? They're super light. They're going to feel like pretty much any other combat machine. I think they were like, what, maybe 2-ish pounds, 2.5 pounds, maybe a little bit more. Honestly, they didn't feel that heavy at all. Like, at all. These things are very light, right? That's the good thing about G&G polymer and pretty much most polymer builds nowadays is that not only is it going to be super lightweight, but it's still really durable. It can still hold its own in like rough gameplay. You can still fairly abuse this bad boy, and it'll still hold up, right? What about the hop-up system on the FAR 556? Here's the thing, Ariel. When it comes to hop-up chambers in general, you don't really need to change them out in the first place, right? As long as you can still hop BBs, right? As long as you can, it holds in place, the arm is able to adjust accordingly, right? And it doesn't back out. That's pretty much all you need, right? Most techs will typically say, like, yeah, like just, stick with the stock polymer hop-up chamber. As long as it's rotary, stick with the stock hop-up chamber and you're fine. It's changing it out for anything metal or like CNC built. Yeah, you will need to go ahead and readjust some things because a lot of times when people assume that the CNC hop-up chambers, like from Max, for example, are just drop-ins, a lot of times they end up getting a little bit of issues, feeding issues sometimes, right? They're great hop-up chambers, but they require a lot more work to get to function properly, right? Sometimes you can get away with installing it just to drop in, but I've seen way too many cases where people get the hop-up chambers, install them immediately, and then assume that everything is hunky-dory, right? It's not, right? Like, because next thing you know, when they're on the field, they're like, it's not really feeding all the way. It's like, yeah, because it needs a lot more adjustment. The air nozzle's not moving correctly. Like, it needs to be adjusted for that. So sticking with just the stock rotary hop-up chamber, honestly, you're set. Most techs are going to tell you that, right? There's really no need to go ahead and swap that out unless you absolutely want to, just for the flex at that point, which if that's the case, sure, by all means go for it. But in terms of functionality, nah, you don't need it. You don't need it. As long as the hop-up arm can hold in place, it's not backing out like crazy, then yeah, you're fine. You're chilling, right? And I would say it's actually ultimately comes down more to the inner barrel that you're rocking in addition to the bucking and the hop-up nub if you were trying to lift heavier weight BBs, right? Want to go and give a shout out to Dylan. Got themselves 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Guys, again, only 2 people, Joshua and Dylan, have taken advantage of the airsoft gun promo right now. Again, they got an airsoft gun that was $100 or more, and they got themselves the 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Guys, make sure you place your orders while you can. These promos are not going to last forever. You have less than 30 minutes. You have 27 minutes left of the live stream. Place your orders now and take advantage of all the promos we got going on, so that way you have as many chances as possible of winning $1,200 for yourself. Don't miss out. All right, let's keep on scrolling. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. If I get a gear set that is the same size as the Lancer Gen 3 ones and has a magnet for the MOSFET, will it work fine? I don't believe that the Gen 3 was magnets. I think it was something else entirely. The only ones that I know that use again, I'm pretty sure there's more that exist out there, but the only ones that I'm aware of that use magnets would actually be the classic Army skirmish models because they use their ECS trigger. The ECS is the one that uses magnets. And I think the Lancer Gen 3, well, it might be using magnets, but the way it's set, it's different. Like the gear itself is actually a little bit different. It's like shaped a little bit differently as well. The sector gear is a little bit different. I think you could, but I would have to double check on that Flower Flame. If anything, Flower Flame, I would say DM us as well, just a reminder so we can get back to you on that. Maybe we might be able to go in and even send you a link to the ones that we would actually recommend. You know, just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. Bought the 45 MRO last week. DJ, that's what's up, man. Honestly, DJ, let me know how you're liking it too as soon as you get it. I'm actually curious to see your feedback. I know Cisco is a pretty big fan of the MRO. I actually got to use it a little bit as well, and I was a pretty big fan. I think I like the side picture that it offers. It's pretty big. It's not super small like a T1. I think that's my biggest problem, actually. Now, that's a good question for you guys as well. What sort of optic do you guys like to run? Do you like running something like a reflex, something maybe, even if it's like small like this little RMR here, or do you guys prefer like a T1, or do you guys prefer something even larger, something with a even bigger sight picture? For me personally, I actually like optics that offer a much larger sight picture, whether that be like the EG1, for example. That's like one option that I actually really dig. The problem with like tube style optics, I feel, is that because of the shape of it, I do feel like you are a little bit more prone to like getting tunnel vision with them. But again, that's something that you can easily just train yourself out of, right, with enough practice. For me, I'm just kind of lazy. I like stuff that offers big sight picture. It's a lot easier for me to keep both eyes open and keep my peripherals, you know, there. Like I want to be aware of my surroundings. Okay. Darktree as hey Isaias, does GI sell any hand stops that work with the SP1? With that rail system, I don't believe so currently. I don't think that we currently have anything that will work for the SP1 rail system as is, because that rail system it's not M-Lock compatible. It's something else entirely. It's like the Russian flavored M-Lock is what Boaz and I call it, right? I don't think there's anything specifically compatible for that yet. Not yet, but I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that does exist out there. But again, it's probably only a matter of time before we start getting some. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if next thing you know, Arcturus starts like putting out foregrips that are compatible with their SP1 rail system, the Z-Tac rail system. I wouldn't be surprised if they started supplying them in, right? So just, I would say keep your eyes peeled for that. Ackright, will you and Justin, the Storefront boy, be in... I'm calling Justin that now. He is the Storefront boy. Be in the shop Saturday. Yeah, both he and I will be in Saturdays. We're usually in every Saturday. I also do a live stream as well on Saturdays as well, while he's manning the front. An idea where I can get LCD with condition parts without actually purchase the full... Specifically... the full front. I wouldn't know, honestly, off the top of my head, not without getting the entire gun, Soy Guy. You most likely would have to get the entire thing. Let's see here. Let's keep scrolling up. Needs custom SP1, PP19. That would be dope. I would love to see a custom SP1 as well. Make sure I'm not missing anything. There's a lot of comments on here. Okay, is it possible to adjust motor height when dropping in a new motor? How snappy can the 18 with 25? This one comes from one second. Possible to adjust motor height when dropping in a new motor. I mean, you can adjust the motor height. I mean, like, you should be able to adjust the motor height. That shouldn't be an issue when you put in a new motor. It shouldn't be an issue at all. Let's keep going on. Okay, I should be caught up with the most recent question. All right, guys, make sure, again, we only have about to be like 20 minutes left of the live stream. Again, any order that you place, $50 or more, will automatically get you 5 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway. Any Airsoft gun orders that you place, that's $100 or more, that's 10 chances. Any orders for an MGC4 or a Zion Arms R15, that's 30 chances of winning. And any orders for an Arcturus PE model, that's 50 chances of winning, right? We have one left. I believe it was literally one. Where to go? We have one left of the Platinum 20th. That's Platinum 20th. Let's see, type that in. Unless it's sold out right now. It's sold. It's sold. Never mind on that one because that one's gone. But again, order yourself any of the MGC4s or the R15s. That's 30 chances of winning right there. Specifically this one. I really want this one. I really want the black and bronze version. And guys, these promos are here for a reason because we want to give you guys the best odds of winning the next giveaway going on literally tomorrow, right? If you guys don't believe me, that again, for any of the lurkers out there that are just watching, first of all, thank you for anyone that's new just joining in. But again, we want you guys to get your chance at winning $1,200. And if you don't believe us that the winnings are real, by all means, you're more than welcome to go ahead and click here, right, on our website, Shopping for Giveaway on this banner. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you will see all the previous winners that have actually won, right? All the previous winners. We even took pictures with several of them, right? It's like, yeah, the winnings are real. And you see all those like videos. We even have like video testimonials online that you can check out where it's like, yeah, people have like won these things. And it was literally off of like maybe sometimes the smallest order. People were like gaming the system for a long time, just hoping to win. And eventually they were able to, right? It's all possible. It's 100% possible for anyone to win, but you got to make sure that you're actually playing. You can't win unless you don't play, right? You can't win unless you play, right? So you got to place your orders in and get those entries in as well. Should make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, we should be caught up on that. Let's scroll down to the most recent questions. Is the MXC9 suitable for outdoor play? And yeah, it is suitable for outdoor play. Here's the thing, Soiga. Like, you can pretty much use any airsoft gun outdoors, right? For the most part, outdoors is pretty lenient when it comes to like what they require. Like, as long as it's not shooting over their FPS limitations, that's the biggest thing that they ask for. You can pretty much bring anything. Now, as far as it performance-wise, is it competitive for outdoors? Yeah, I'd say so. At the end of the day, like, yeah, it might not have the exact same range as like an MGC4, right? It's not going to be tuned for that, right? It is going to be shooting at, I believe it should be shooting at less than 350 FPS, if I'm not mistaken. And even if it wasn't, right? Even if it was shooting like, say, even 290, right? Just throwing that out. Even if it was shooting 290, you can still bring that type of airsoft gun outdoors and still be fairly effective with it if you're a good player. At the end of the day, it's going to come down to the skill of the individual player. That's something I think that we all kind of forget. We like to think, you know, like, oh, we have the best gun, therefore we're the best player on the field. Not necessarily. You can still have like the best gun in the world, right? I'm just throwing that out. You can say you can have the best gun in the world, or you can have something really dope, right? But at the end of the day, if you don't know how to effectively run your airsoft gun, well, there you go. You don't know how to effectively run your airsoft gun, right? You're not an asset to your team. You're not contributing as much as you should, right? You're not using the gun to its full capabilities, right? At that point, a player who has a Springer pistol might actually do better than someone who sucks and uses like a high-end airsoft gun, right? At the end of the day, it's ultimately going to come down to your airsoft gun. If you don't get your practice in, it's not going to be a mystery as to why that you're not getting as many kills on the airsoft field, right? So always keep that in mind. Make sure that you are practicing constantly, especially if you are looking to improve your game. If you're there just to vibe, hey man, do whatever you want, right? At that point, you're just vibing. But if you are really hoping to be a little more competitive, if you are hoping to really like increase your KD, right? Increase that KD ratio, then you're not going to get anywhere without a lot of practice. So just keep that in mind. You know, that goes for any airsoft gun that you rock. Let's see here. Casper, what was the RMR looking optic with the pick rail mount from Atlas Custom? Oh yeah, no worries, Casper, I got you. That one was the X-Force solar powered mini red dot. X-Force, you just type in X-Force, there's going to be like a whole lineup of stuff. The X-Force, that one is actually also going to be solar powered as well. I forgot to mention the solar panel is actually going to be right at the top of the brim right here. Very, very cool. $73 right now. And again, use coupon code 20th20th to get an extra 10% off. All right, let's keep scrolling through. Would you recommend the G&G SR15 for longer Milsim game? I am dealing with a shoulder injury, and my KWA SR10 is kind of heavy with what I'm dealing with currently. And if you do type bore, what would you recommend? The SR15 is not a bad option, honestly. And G&G, again, that's not a bad option, Lucas. I think for the money, there are probably better options out there. Honestly, if you want my honest recommendation, for any airsoft game, whether you're doing casual or whether you're doing a Milsim event, it's because I do a lot of like Milsim West games. I actually plan on bringing one of these bad boys out, right? I would recommend that you pick up the Mayo Gang MGC4, right? Mayo Gang MGC4. because this already comes included with all the stuff that you would want out of the box, right? It's going to come included with a fast rate of fire and snappy trigger response, right? Even though it is using 18-to-1 gears, they are steel wire cut gear set that, again, they're super durable. The motor you're getting is going to be a sort of like it's technically not a high torque motor, but I feel like it strikes somewhere more like a more of a balanced motor, because you get a really fast rate of fire as well, right? Really fast rate of fire in addition to a snappy trigger response. 603 Type 4 inner barrel, rotary cell hop chamber, true quick change spring system, and it is programmable, right? The ETU is programmable. You can program the Nebula MOSFET for 3-round bursts. If you wanted to go ahead and do like a 4-round burst, 5-round, or if you want to do a binary trigger, you pull the trigger once, shoots, let go again, it'll shoot again. Yeah, absolutely, dude. The G&G SR15 is not a bad option, but if you want more bang for your buck, I would say just go with the MGC4. Go with the MGC4 Mark II, and if you guys don't believe us, you can also check out Lone Tree Milsim on YouTube, right? He was able to, he got one that he was doing a review on the MGC4 Mark II, and yeah, he absolutely loved his. He absolutely loved his. It was performing great when he was using it. So highly recommend that you pick that up instead. And pick it up before the end of the stream in like, literally ends in like 15 minutes. You're going to be getting 30 chances of winning $1,200, Lucas. You can win $1,200. You just got to order this before the end of the stream. Keep scrolling up. Keep scrolling up. Keep scrolling up. Stitch by it. I will. I got a lot of stuff that I got to get as well, too. There's a lot of stuff that I got going on as well. I got to make sure that I can. But I will eventually be getting the bronze version. I will get it. Mark my words. Ackright, I prefer that red dot I showed you. Yeah, Ackright, because that thing is freaking... that thing is like almost as big as like a VR headset, dude. That red dot is ridiculous. All right, let's scroll down to the most recent questions. What's a preference for 40K motor? I tend to do CQBs. Ariel, I don't know if I would necessarily recommend. Well, I guess it's all individual preference, right? So as far as what type of motors you like. For me, I'm more of like anywhere from a 25 to like a 31K motor type of guy. But again, that's just all individual preference. There are many different brands, honestly, of motors that you can get. I believe for a long time I used to rock with the CNC production motors. Those were actually decent. I actually am digging the new Solink. I think there's a lot of cool options they offer. Solink, here, let's so you can see what I'm talking about. Solink motors, motors. There we go. Yeah. Solink motors, right? There's a few options that are available, right? And I'm sure there's going to be more coming out in the future as well. So definitely worth checking these out as well, right? But again, all individual preference. I think these are dope, but again, there's other options out there as well. Classic Army, of course, right? Octurus even has their own motor as well. Ultimately, depends on what you're looking for. For me, again, though, I typically prefer having a balance between torque and speed. So again, it'll be anywhere from like 25 to about 31K for me, generally. Make sure I'm not missing anything. DJ, I like different styles of optics, though, especially for different builds, mostly as long as it works. No, I would agree to that. I do, even though like I'm not the biggest fan of like T1 style optics, I actually do still run them. I have one on my 416 actually somewhere in the back. I can't like pull it in my hands because YouTube will take down the live stream, but you know I do still run T1s as well. I do think they have their place. I think they're pretty cool. I think they look sick too. That's another thing. They look sick on an airsoft gun, right? They absolutely look sick on an airsoft gun. But again, I think it's just all individual preference. But you're right. As long as it works, at the end of the day, that's pretty much all you need. All right, want to go and give another shout out to Mark. Got themselves 5 extra entries in the shopping spree giveaway, guys. We only have about little under 12 minutes left of the live stream, so make sure that you place your orders now and get as many entries as you can into the $1,200 shopping spree giveaway going on tomorrow. It's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow, the live stream is going to be beginning at 5:30. The cutoff time to be entered is 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. Cisco's going to be hosting that live stream, so you don't want to miss out and get as many entries as possible. Another shout out to Zach. Got themselves 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Guys, remember, it's there. The promos are ready for the taking. You can take advantage of any of these going on right now. Right, and we're literally going to enter. We have like what? A little more than 10 minutes, 10 minutes and a few seconds. Place your orders now. Remember, any Octurus limited edition PE AEG that you order right now, and that's 50 chances of winning. Order yourself a Mayo Gang MGC4 like this bad boy right here. So beautiful, so nice, performs so well. You get yourself 30 chances. You can also get an R15 instead if you prefer, right? If it's none of those, any airsoft gun that's $100 or more, and that's 10 entries. Just like Zach was able to take advantage of, you can be just like Zach and get yourself multiple entries in. But any $50 order plus right now, and that's 5 entries into the giveaway. Don't miss out. Make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, cool. Scroll down to the most recent. Stitch, yeah, absolutely, yeah. MGC4 Mark II is awesome. Love mine. No, it's true. Like the everyone that I've known that's like owned an MGC4 like has been again really stoked on it, man. Like and that's good to see. This is a gun that we put a lot of time and effort into, not only just like designing the externals, but the internals too. We had a hand when it came to the internals of this airsoft gun. We wanted something that was going to perform way better than what the price point actually suggested, right? Well, $315 is pretty solid. You know, I would consider that high end. Anything $300 plus, I consider high end, right? Maybe that's old mentality. I don't know, but that's what Cisco and I both agreed to, right? We wanted a gun that was going to punch well above its weight class, right? This thing performs better than some other high-end AEGs that are way more expensive than it, right? It does. It has the performance to back it up, right? And this is just something that you can't go wrong with. Even if you were a newer player, right? I would say even if you were a newer player and you've never had an airsoft gun before, if you wanted something really good and you had the means, 100% I would recommend that you pick this up. Like Airsoft and Airsofter, putting aside all of like, again, me working for GI and everything, putting that aside, like, yeah, I would be stoked to have this airsoft gun. It performs great, man. Okay, let's see here. Make sure I don't miss anything. So I don't believe that there's anything that it can be switched out for currently at the moment that's available on the market. Yeah, and if you guys haven't already, please make sure to go and give a thumbs up on this live stream. Again, like I mentioned earlier, it really helps us out beat the YouTube algorithm because YouTube really doesn't like anything airsoft related. They've been bullying us, so it really helps us out when you guys can go and give it a like and share it around. Man, we only have like a little, under 9 minutes left of the live stream, so make sure that you share this around with as many people as you can so we can get as many questions answered. Make sure to Lucas, I've just been looking at either KWA, ICS, or G&G. I mean, if you have a preference for all of them, if you were looking for lightweight stuff, G&G would probably be better than KWA. A lot of the KWA stuff is good in that price point, but they are going to be heavy, right? Like my favorite gun right now that KWA offers would probably be the T10, but the T10 is a bit of a hefty gun. The G&G original stuff is dope, but I believe, let's see, KWA original. Yeah, these guns are dope too if you're looking for something a little more affordable. But the Eve 9, oh, that one's sold out right now. Yeah. Between the two, if you really want to go, I would say personally, I don't mind the weight. But if the weight is an issue, then I would say go with G&G. Though, if you're talking about just performance and features, I would say KWA, then the G&G, then the ICS. But again, that's just all. Lucas Burrow-Hannon, I'm an airsoft boomer, so I just know the more traditional brands. So it makes the Mayo Gang. Mayo Gang is OEM by Lancer, but you're using components that we specifically told them to, right? This is stuff, and then we do all the QCing for them as well. When it comes to when we get these MGC4s in, we test them out ourselves. We test them out ourselves because we want to make sure that you are getting the best product possible. Let's keep scrolling up. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Edmund asks, should I buy an electric pistol or upgrade my M4? I think I kind of answered this one a little earlier in the stream, but I changed it up a little, I guess. Again, I would say just upgrade the current upgrade your current M4, as opposed to AEP. I'm not a big AEP fan. I know that some of the fans out there exist. I get it. It's cool, right, and it's convenient because you don't have to worry about gas blowback or gas efficiency, and you don't have to worry about. I understand it, but honestly, airsoft is meant to be fun, and I have a lot of fun. Most people have way more fun when using a gas blowback pistol compared to an AEP, but AEPs do exist. But even then, I would say if you're looking for a sidearm, I would say go gas blowback. There's actually a good, healthy aftermarket support that exists for them compared to AEPs. But as far as number one, I would say upgrade your AR or your M4 first. First things first. Stitch, you're right. Yeah, not sure if you would do the M40K motor by itself. Seems like other things should be upgraded as well. Yeah, again, depending on the motor that you install, you might have to do a few other things to the gearbox in order for it to handle that. Just swapping out the motor isn't going to be recommended. Even if you were to just swap out the motor, it's still at the very least recommended to go over the gearbox and reshim it, and then retune it for that motor. Because damn, dude, 40K is going to be a lot. Okay, make sure I'm not missing anything. Answered that one, answered that one, answered that one. Let's scroll down to the most recent ones. Bab Toxic is a class. I answered that one as well. Is the classic Grammy 31K motor good? Yeah, absolutely. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it. I haven't had any issues with the 31Ks. I have personal experience with the 31Ks. I have it in one of my Mark 18s that I've installed into one of my like just Frankenstein builds, and yeah, it's served me very, very well. It's my backup gun whenever I go to Milsom West. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, it just sucks, man. I tore my labrum at the gym, so not fun. Oof, Lucas, that sounds terrible, man. I'm so sorry to hear that, dude. Yeah, no, I get that. If you were looking for something very lightweight, then yeah, I would probably suggest maybe if you really wanted to go with the G&G. Just again, if I had to look at it for, like shopper to shopper, I would say there are better valued items out there. Again, MGC4, man, like I'm not joking. Like that shit's like insane how considering how good it performs and the price it's at. Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. But if you really want to stick with the G&G, you are able to. I would say though, get it within the next 4 minutes though, because the live stream is ending very, very shortly. Like literally within like 4 minutes, right? It's ending soon, so this is your last chance. All orders $50 or more, that's 5 entries. If it's an airsoft gun that's $100 or more, that's 10 chances. Any orders for an MGC4, like I mentioned earlier, right? Any of these bad boys. Any order for an MGC4 or a Zion Arms R15, right? Let's go and take a look at those as well. R15. Type that in. For an R15, it can be for the Mod 0. It can be for the SBR variants. It can be for, like, again, any of the Performance Plus or even the custom variants as well. Or even a combo, right? Doesn't matter. If it's an R15 or a MGC4, you're going to be getting 30 chances of winning, 30 entries into the giveaway. And if it's for any of the Octors limited edition PE models here, you'll be getting 50 chances of winning. 5-0. No bullshit. 5-0. You'll be getting 50 chances of winning the giveaway. And that's going on tomorrow. Again, $1,200 are on the line. Every single one of you right now watching has a chance at winning. Just make sure that you place your orders now before it's too late. All right? Because come tomorrow, 6:30, that's it, man. Whoever placed their orders, that's who's going to be getting entered. That's it. That is it, right? So make sure you place your orders now. All right, make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, yeah, should be caught up on those as well. Yeah, guys, that's honestly the best piece of advice I can go ahead and give you is like literally just place your orders now before it's too late, because this live stream is ending like again 3 minutes now. 3 minutes, freak, dude. 3 minutes and that's it. Out of all, actually, that's another good question too. Like, out of all the new products that we've gotten in right now, right? What has been what has been something that you've been either like really happy to see more of, or you wish that you could see more of, like being added to the website, right? Were you guys looking for more optics? Were you guys looking for more accessories? Were you guys looking for more gun options as well? Like, is there anything in particular that you were hoping that we could carry more of? I'm actually just curious to see what you guys would think, right? I've been very pleased with the amount of stuff that's been coming. We've been getting new stuff, and more stuff, new stuff is being added almost at a regular basis as well. I'm constantly adding new products to the website. Right. I think that out of all the recent things that have been added, all the optics, like I showed up here, right, all the Atlas Custom Works optics, even their foregrips that they offer are really, really dope. I'm happy to see it because, again, I like to see more options for customers to be able to customize their airsoft gun. But I've actually been very happy with one thing in particular. As much as I kind of like... On low key, I will kind of bag on the FAR series because of just how niche it is, right? Like how useful is really having a folding gun in airsoft, right? Considering we just carry stuff in gun bags anyway. I will say I am glad to see that there are more unique stuff that is being released, right? I do want to give, if anyone from G&G is watching, I do want to say good job, because at the very, like, again, you are making something that's different and you are making something that's unique. And again, you know me, guys, like I'm the guy that likes to run all the varying different platforms that exist out in airsoft. I like weird stuff. I like unique things, right? That's why I run an FAL, or you'll see me with an SA80 or like an L85, right? Like I like rocking stuff that's just really weird and unique, right? Really unique stuff out there. Even if it's not a platform that's like super supported, I'll still run it. I'll still run it and try to be effective with it, because again, that's what helps keep airsoft interesting for me and helps keep it fresh, right? Because I don't want to feel like airsoft is getting stale for me, like the same old guns, the same old builds constantly left and right. I want to see different things out there. And honestly, guns like this really do kind of keep it fresh. I definitely want to see more of a scenario and see the next time at a Milsom West event. I want to see someone actually running this. That would be very, very interesting to see someone pulling out of like a technical or out of a vehicle, right? And just popping one of these bad boys out, right? Seeing them fold it. That'd be kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. That'd be kind of hot. All right. I would just love to see like more stuff in mind. But again, if you guys have any ideas or of what you would like to see more of in terms of new releases from Airsoft GI, you can also let us know. Let us know. We can definitely see what we can do about bringing some of the stuff in. Your giveaway, unlimited funds, and told by an Airsoft gun using whatever parts you want for it. What are you building? Let me read that question one more time, Soiga. Okay. I think you mean you're given unlimited funds and told to build an Airsoft gun using whatever parts you want from any platform. What are you building? FAL. That's like my favorite gun. I'm building an FAL. I'm either building an FAL or I'm building a 249. It'd be one of the two, right? Because I just love LMGs. I might even do a 240. I guess it ultimately depends, right, on my mood. But I would definitely be doing something unique, right? All right, guys, it is 5 o'clock. That is going to be the end of the Storefront live stream. I want to give a big shout out to everyone that decided to go and hang out and spend their free time watching. The live stream means the world to us. But another bigger shout out to everyone that placed their orders during the stream, because you guys have been taking advantage of all the promos going on. You guys will all be getting your extra additional entries into tomorrow's shopping spree giveaway going on for $1,200. And guys, it's not too late to get your entries in overall. Remember, anything $20 or more and you automatically are entered. You have a shot at winning the shopping spree giveaway. But you got to place your orders and take advantage while you can. Remember, there are still things to take advantage of, right? You can still take advantage of all the coupon codes we got going on, all these sale items. Again, all you got to do is hit the sale page on our website. And there are a ton of discounted items, some up to 25% off. Shocker deals are available, but they're on a timer, so they are running out very, very fast. You got to make sure that you place your orders now while you still can. We are constantly adding new products to the website as well. Right, we're going to be adding a bunch more stuff as well, so you guys got to keep your eyes peeled for all the newest drops from Airsoft GI. All right, guys, my name has been Isaias. Thank you to everyone that, again, tuned in for tonight's live stream. It means the world to me that you chose to hang out with the Mayo Gang and myself. It means the absolute world to me. Hopefully I was entertaining enough for you guys. If you guys had any questions that didn't go answered, make sure to let us know on any of our social media pages. You can message us, DM us directly on Instagram, Facebook, even on our Discord server. We can definitely help you out as well. And we're going to be live streaming again tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the shopping spree giveaway live stream, so make sure you're tuned in. You got to be watching in order to claim the prize. If your name